Good morning, class. Once again, I hope that all of you will be fine, safe, and healthy at your home. And today, we will see the remaining chapter. In previous video, we have studied about soil erosion, soil exhaustion, soil conservation, and many types of farming also. Today, we will see water resources. On the screen, I hope that you are clear, can see. Okay, let us start water resources. Water is one of the most important factors that influence the life of organisms. You can see in our daily life for human beings, for living organisms, how much water is important. Or water play a very important role in our life. Without water, life is not possible. Here you can see it influence the life. It's influence the life of an organism, and organism means creature, body, जीव जिसे in हिंदी में कहते हैं जैसे जीव. Okay, so they all affect the water, affected by the water. Water is required by humans, plants, and animals for their survival. Means if we want to survive, if we want to live, we have need the water. Water is very necessary for our life. Clear? And survival means for living, we can say. Humans need water for their daily needs like cooking, drinking, etc. Humans need the water for cooking, for domestic use, we can say, for drinking. You can see from morning till night, you will see how many times you use the water. Is there any condition in which you can skip the water? The using of water you can skip? Not possible. Okay. We use the water in many ways. We cannot grow food without water. It is also a condition. Without food, without water, food is not possible. Okay, food cannot be grown. We also need it for industries. For production, we need the industries, and for industries, we need the water. For generation of electricity, hydropower stations are dependent on water, which are renewable source of energy. Light is also generated through the water. Hydropower stations, they are totally dependent on water, and these all are a renewable source. Okay, that water can be reused. Without adequate availability of water, adequate means enough availability of water, food chain will be disturbed and our ecosystem will be adversely affected. If we do not have the sufficient water, according to our needs, our ecosystem, our atmosphere also changed. It will be disturbed. Clear? Yes. And adversely affected means it's not good. Okay, harmful, we can say. It will be harmful for us. Plants need water for their growth, and we need plants as they provide us the food. What has written? Plants need water. For the growth, plants need the water, and we need the plants as they provide us food. Here you can see this is a cycle, one type of where we have need the water, and it's called water resources. And let's see the remaining on next page. Timber, medicines, herbs, etc. We got these all through the plants. Okay, through the plants we got these all things. In fact, earlier civilization also had developed on the banks of river for these reasons. Because of these reasons, mostly civilization was there near the river, ocean, or sea. Yes. So now we will see water cycle. What is water cycle? Let's see. In spite of massive use of water by all of us and plants, the mass of the water on Earth remains fairly constant over time. Water is available in a limit, okay? And we use the water in many different ways. We use the water in spite of massive use. Massive means big, vast, 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 big. Okay, we mostly use more and more water. Plants also use the water, and after using this much water, the availability of water is constant. Okay, it is due to the water cycle. How this is possible that we are using this much water, and beside this, the water is constant, means the water is same as before. How much we have used, the same water is available. It is due to the water cycle. It happened because of water cycle. Water cycle is the continuous movement of water on above and below of the surface of the earth. Means water moves in a cycle. They start from one place, and after completing the circle, they reach the same place. Here you can see that the above and below of the surface, the water continues move. The water is continuous moving, and you can see above and below of the surface of the earth. Let's see. Let us study how it happened. Okay, let's see how this is possible. Let's see. Where is that page? Okay. Every day, the heat of the sun causes water on the Earth's surface to change into gas. You have studied in your previous class that water convert into water vapor on heating. Okay, on heating, water convert into water vapor or into a gas. This process is known as evaporation. Here, the water is getting heat through the sunlight, and it convert into a gas. This process is known as evaporation. Evaporation. Okay. When water evaporates, when the water convert from liquid to gas, it gets into the air as an invisible gas. That water, okay, that water which you can see on a particular place, and when the sunlight came on it, it's transformed from, or it convert from water or liquid to into the gas. it converts into the gas. And after mixing in the gas, it was invisible. Can you see this? Invisible means it cannot be seen. You cannot see it. It is invisible. Water vapor. Air can hold only a certain amount of water vapor. Okay, air can hold. Only air can hold the amount of water vapor. A limit is there. Not means you can see many so much water is evaporated, but the capacity of air of holding the water is limited. It's constant. It's certain amount of water vapor. Some of the water vapor changes back into the liquid. Okay, some air hold the water and the remaining it's back into the liquid. This called is condensation. This process is called condensation. When the water vapor convert into liquid, it is called condensation. You have seen evaporation, condensation. Evaporation, water into water vapor. Condensation, water vapor into liquid. Next, clouds form, and after this, clouds. The sky which you see, that clouds form. They are made up of billions of tiny water droplets so light that they can float on the air. Okay, float in the air. The tiny droplets that air contains, that cloud contains billions of tiny, small water droplets, small drops of water, and they also float. Float means behna. Okay, they also float from one place to another with air. With the help of air, they move from one place to another. Sooner or later, this water falls on the earth as rain. The same water before or after it falls on the earth in the form of rain as rain. Clear? Rain. Second is sleet. Sleet means, what is the meaning of sleet? Sleet means ओले के साथ बरसा. Okay. Hail. Hail, you know. Hail means ओले. ठीक है. HAIL, ओले. Hailstone is also called hailstone. And the last is snow. Snow is means, you know, snow falling. Okay. Ice in the form of ice also. This process is called precipitation. This process, we have seen evaporation, condensation, and now you can see precipitation. Clear? When the water fall in the form of rain, sleets, hail, and snow, this process is called as precipitation. See, precipitation. The water that falls is fresh water. Which type of water is this? This is fresh water, which falls on the earth. The cycle hence begin again, and the cycle which has started, it's begin again. Water cycle, because it reached on the earth. You have seen water evaporate from the earth, and it reached in the last. It reached on the earth. Here the water cycle is there. Here you can see ocean, sea, canals, ponds is there. They are evaporating. After evaporation, some water will back to liquid, and some water will come in gaseous form, and they will mix with the air and reach in cloud. They form the clouds, and after clouds, having billions of tiny droplets, and after some time, sooner or after, they fall on the ground in the form of rain, hail, snow, sleet. So this is a water cycle. Okay, I hope that you have understand. Now see the remaining chapter. Now distribution of water. Okay, we have seen water cycle. Now we will see distribution of water. I hope that on the screen you can see it properly today. It is possible to show you. Okay. Water resources are unevenly distributed on the earth. Water cycle is distributed unevenly on the earth. It's not distributed same on each place. It is unevenly. Unevenly, what is the meaning of uneven? Uneven means abnormal, irregular. Irregular is a good word. Irregular, unequal we can say. UNEQUAL is not equal on each place. The availability of water or water resources is not same or equal on each place. They are different. They are unevenly or unequal distributed on the earth. As you already know, the amount of surface water at a place depends upon the gains from precipitation and losses through evaporation, transpiration, etc. As you already know, okay, you have seen here the amount of surface of water at place also depends on the gaining of the precipitation and it loses through evaporation and transpiration. We have seen here all these 3 points, etc. At such places where losses exceed gains, there is a shortage of water. Where there is not so much water is there, and that remaining water is also using in many ways. Okay, they loses the mostly exceeded water. Whatever they have gained, they lose it, and cause of this, there is a shortage of water. It means the water of a place from where it's got the water through the rain. Okay, on a place, water gained by the rain, hail, in the form of rain, hail, sleet, and ice or snow. Okay, and they lose the water in the form of evaporation and transpiration. But in some places, there is lose the place where losses exceed gains. Okay, they lose the water more than they gain. There is a shortage of water at place where gains exceed loses water is surplus. Where the water is too much and they are not using this much that water is available, they have enough. They have extra. Surplus means extra water they have. Clear? Means if we have so much water, too much water is there, and this much water is available that we cannot use whole water, that means we have extra water. But in some places we don't have enough water according to our needs, so we have shortage of water. Clear? Shortage of water. Shortage means lack. LACK. Lack means kami, kam hona. Okay. Surplus means extra. Okay. Generally, annual precipitation is highest near the equator, where the precipitation found highly near the equator. Okay, there is an equator line which divides the Earth into 2 parts, or on equator line, the sunlight rays directly. The sunlight fall directly, and there is the highly precipitation. The evaporation is also high in this region. In this region, evaporation is also high. In this region, water also convert into water vapor. This is clear that they gain the water in different form, but they also transform the water. However, evaporation is the highest in the subtropical region lying between the 20° and 35° latitude in both the hemisphere. Okay, in both region, in both place subtropical region, between the 20° to 35°, between these, okay, the high evaporation is very highest. Okay, many deserts in the world like the Thar, the Sahara, the Arabian Desert in the northern hemisphere, and the Atacama, the Kalahari, and the Western Australian Desert in the southern hemisphere are located in the zone where evaporation is high and precipitation is low. These are some places. See, desert word is using desert, Thar Desert. You have listened about this Thar Desert, Sahara, Arabian Desert. These are some famous deserts. And here, what is the problem? You know, there is the lack of water. Why? Because there is no precipitation. Precipitation is low. Water is not too much water is available. There is the lack of water because there is no proper precipitation. What is precipitation? Precipitation means when the water falls in the form of rain, sleet, hail, or snow. But here, this is not possible too much. So there is the lack of water. The region between the 45° and 60° latitude usually have surplus water, but where the place comes into between the 45° and 60° latitude, there is extra water is available. Surplus enough water is available there. Clear? Okay. The evaporation and precipitation are the lowest in the highest latitude. What is that? The evaporation and precipitation are the lowest in the highest latitude. Where the highest latitude is there, there is evaporation, precipitation will be there in lowest condition. Clear? So here we have seen the presentation of water, the distribution of water, where in different places, how the water is available in different types. Clear? Okay. Now we will see conservation of water resources. Conservation of water resources, how we can conserve them. The term conservation refers to the efficient utilization besides protection, resources improvement, and preservation. The term conservation. Conservation we can say, protection we can say, it's also called protection. We can protect water because the availability of water is affected by the use of water. How we are using the water. How we are using the water. In like some ways people waste the water. Okay, unnecessary they are wasting the water. But in some place people can be seen they are using the water in proper way. Clear? So here you can see the water can be protected when we start utilization by using the water according to our needs. Okay, that can change the system also. We can see the system of using water, the water cycle. If we will not use the water in a proper way, that water cycle chain will be also broken. Okay, resources improvement and preservation. It's our duty that we will have to find out. Okay, other ways, other resources we will have to find out, then improve them and preserve them, protect them. Clear? Okay. Okay, class. So The remaining chapter I will teach you in next video. We will again start from here, conservation of water resources, and remaining chapter you will read, study, find out its hard meanings, words. Clear? Okay, go and subscribe the channel. So what will happen? You will easily find out the videos. Okay. Okay, class. Thank you.